Hey, what is up mortals? I'm Akida, and before we get into today's video, there's something I'd like to say. I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Lastly, this video is written by Noah Stories. The link to his channel can be found in the description. Please check him out after the video. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Where we last left off, Midoriya and Uraraka managed to beat Bakugo and Ida in the versus fight thanks to Midoriya's overwhelming power. After those events, Bakugo and Ida are healed by Recovery Girl and go home afterwards. The next day, when Midoriya arrives at UA, he finds the entrance surrounded by the press and paparazzi. Hey you! Can you tell me what it's like to work so closely with All Might? He's an inspiration and one of my greatest heroes, and it's an honor to learn from him. He has so much experience. After giving the press what they want, Midoriya heads on to class. The press keeps asking questions to students as they arrive, until Aizawa comes out. Can you please get All Might for us? Also, you look like you need some sleep.
All Might is not on campus today. Now leave. You've disturbed my students enough already.
Aizawa then leaves while the press protests. Later, in the 1A classroom.
Decent work on yesterday's combat training, you guys. I saw the video feeds and went over each of your team's results. Ida, Bakugo, don't let your defeat drag you down too much. Midoriya has an immensely powerful quirk. Learn from it and improve for next time. Okay, let's get down to business. Our first task will be to decide your future.
The whole class gets nervous, wondering if it's another quirk test.
You all need to pick a class representative.
The class, after a bit of deliberation, ends up deciding on a system to vote the class rep. Midoriya ends up with the most votes, having 5 in this version of events because of how well he did in the exercise. He also got Sato and Zero's votes, so Midoriya becomes the class rep, with Yaomomo being the vice rep, having gotten 2 votes. That's probably because the students from the Hero, Support and General Studies share the same cafeteria. I just can't believe I'm the class rep! Why? You'll be great at it!
I don't doubt it. I trust your judgment. That's the reason I voted for you.
Although next time in battle, please go easier on your opponents. We're your classmates and it really hurt. I'll try, but I was just throwing the attack back. Wait, Ida, didn't you want to be rep really badly? I mean, you do look the part because of the glasses. Wanting a job and being suited for one are 2 completely different things. Observing the Ida family agency has taught me that. Agency? What are you talking about? What does your family do? It's nothing. You know, I've been wondering something about you. Admit it, Ida, you're filthy rich. I was afraid people would treat me differently if they knew about my family. Midoriya and Uraraka glare at Ida. You see, the Idas have been pro-heroes for generations. It's in our blood. That's awesome! Are you any familiar with the turbo hero Ingenium? I know all about him! He's a super popular pro with 65 sidekicks working alongside him at his Tokyo agency. Don't tell me! He's my older brother. Wow, Ida, your family is famous. I can't believe it. Ingenium is an unmatched commander who honors the hero code, and I strive to be just like him. The 3 of them continue talking for about a minute, when suddenly an alarm sounds.
Warning! Level 3 security breach. Please exit the building in an orderly fashion.
What's a level 3 security breach? Uraraka, Midoriya and Ida rush to the exit, but a huge crowd forms and they are caught in it. Midoriya and Ida are pushed against the window, seeing the press outside. Midoriya starts floating above the crowd, not wanting to be squished by the other students. Before Ida can ask for Uraraka to make him float, Midoriya flies to the exit door. Hey everybody, listen to me! There's nothing to worry about, it's just the press. They've managed to make it into school grounds. There's nothing to worry about. The students start calming down.
Look, the police are here!
The incident is taken care of, and later the students return to class. The next day, All Might is running late on his way to school because he's constantly fighting villains on the way there. In the 1A classroom,
today's training will be a little different. You'll have 3 instructors. Me, All Might, and another faculty member will be keeping tabs on you.
Sir, what kind of training is this? Aizawa grabs a small that reads rescue.
Rescue. We'll be dealing with natural disasters, shipwrecks, stuff like that.
and the class gets excited.
Guys, I'm not finished yet. What you wear in this exercise is up to you. I know you are excited about costumes, but keep in mind that you haven't gotten used to them yet, and they might limit your abilities. This special training is on an off-campus facility, so we'll be taking a bus to get there. それだけです。準備を始めましょう。
Rescue training. One step closer to being the kind of hero I want to be. A bit later outside, the bus arrives. Midoriya, being the class rep, gets everybody into an orderly line and gets them into the bus. On the way to USJ, the students have a small interaction in the bus. The students discuss their quirks, and Bakugo is made fun of because of his attitude.
Hey, we're here, so stop messing around.
The students get off the bus and see the USJ facility. Hello everyone, I've been waiting for you. It's the Space Hero 13! The chivalrous pro who has rescued a ton of people from disasters across the world! 13 is one of my favorite heroes! I can't wait to show you what's inside! They walk in the building and are amazed at what they see. Holy crap! It looks like some kind of amusement park! A shipwreck, a landslide, a fire, a windstorm, etc. I created this training facility to prepare you to deal with different types of disasters. I call it the Unforeseen Simulation Join, but you can call it USJ.
Hey, shouldn't All Might be here already? Let me guess, he booked an interview instead.
13 raises 3 of her fingers. All Might's not here, and 13 is sending a signal. All Might reached his time limit. After all, he did fight a bunch of villains this morning. Actually, it's something else. Apparently, he did too much hero work on the way to school this morning and used up all his power. He is resting in the teacher's lounge.
Clock's ticking.
Excellent. Before we begin, let me say one thing. Well, maybe 2 things. Possibly 3, 4, or 5.
We get it.
Listen carefully. I'm sure you are aware that I have a powerful quirk. It's called Black Hole. I can use it to suck up anything and turn it into dust. Yeah, you've used it to save many people around the world. Hope I can live up to that. That's true, but my quirk could very easily be used to kill. Some of you also have powers that could be dangerous. In our society, all quirks are certified and strictly regulated, so we often overlook how unsafe they can be. Please don't forget that if you lose focus or make the wrong move, your powers can be deadly, even if you are trying to do something virtuous like saving someone. Midoriya clenches his fist, being reminded of the battle against Ida and Bakugo. Thanks to Aizawa's fitness tests, you have a solid idea of your quirk's potential. The class applauds at the speech.
Right, now that that's over.
He points at the center of USJ. Suddenly, a stream of electricity starts going through the building, deactivating the lights. In the center plaza, a portal appears and a man covered in hands steps out.
Stay together and don't move. 13, protect the students.
The portal in the middle gets bigger. Whoa, what the hell is that thing? A Nomu steps out of the portal, followed by a bunch of different villains. Has the training started already? I thought we were rescuing people.
Stay back!
He puts on his goggles.
This is real. Those are villains.
The class gets a bit frightened. In the center plaza, Kurogiri finishes teleporting everybody in and manifests himself.
The only real heroes I see are 13 and Eraserhead. Perplexing according to the schedule we retrieved from UA. All Might was going to be here as well.
Back at the entrance.
So you scumbags used the press as a cover-up and sneaked onto campus.
How could so many of them get onto a UA facility this secure? Yeah, 13. Why aren't the alarms going off? Good question. I'm not sure.
Is the entire campus under attack? Or is only their target?
Either way, if the alarm sensors aren't being triggered, then one of these villains must have a quirk that's masking their presence here. They carefully chose this isolated facility as an entry point at a time a class was being taught. They are fools for trespassing here, but they thought this out. Whatever their plan, they must have a concrete objective in mind. But what is it? Aizawa starts walking towards the stairs.
13, get them out of here and alert the main campus. Actually, if they've gotten the ability to block our sensors, then they might be jamming our regular communications too. Kaminari, try using your quirk to contact the school.
Yes, sir. What are you going to do? You can't fight them on your own. There's too many of them, even if you can nullify their quirks. Your fighting style is not suited for this. Your power works best in stealth and one-on-one fights. At least let us help.
No. You might be able to take 1 or 2, but as you said, there are just too many of them. Besides, you can't be a pro if you only have 1 trick. I'll leave it to you, 13. Get them to safety.
Aizawa jumps in to attack the villains, nullifying their quirks and taking them down a couple at a time. Midoriya looks at Aizawa fight. Guess I underestimated him. He's holding his own pretty well. Midoriya, we should be going. This is no time to be analyzing. Right. And they all walk to the gate. On their way to the exit, a portal opens and Kurogiri jumps out of it.
There is no escape. It's a pleasure to meet you. We are the League of Villains. I know it's impolite, but we have decided to invite ourselves into this heaven of justice to say hello. And besides, isn't this a fitting place for All Might, the symbol of peace, to take his last breath? I believe he was supposed to be here today. Yet I see no sign of him. There must have been some sort of change of plans that we couldn't have foreseen. Oh well, in the end I suppose it doesn't matter. I still have a role to play. During his monologue, 13 prepares to use her quirk. Midoriya jumps into the air using a super breath to push Kurogiri against the wall, knocking him out. The class keeps running away. Once outside, they'll wonder what to do. But as they are discussing, they realize that Midoriya is gone. Midoriya reaches the UA building. Man, I'm out of breath. This is something rare. Midoriya walks into the main UA building, rushing to the teacher's lounge and opening it abruptly. Young Midoriya, what are you doing here? USJ, under attack by villains. All Might buffs up.
We better get going then.
I'll inform the other teachers. At the USJ, Kurogiri wakes up and teleports to Shigaraki.
Apologies, Tomura Shigaraki, but the students have escaped.
What? How?
One of the students was incredibly powerful and managed to blow me away, creating an opportunity for them to escape.
Round up as many troops as you can. We are retreating. If they manage to escape, they'll be back soon with a bunch of heroes. There's no point at being here. Damn it! Why did you let this happen? Shigaraki puts his hands on Kurogiri's throat. I should kill you, but I won't. Well, I guess we'll have to find some other opportunity. Kurogiri opens a portal and Shigaraki is going to step through it when a piece of binding cloth stops him in his tracks. Aizawa evades an attack and pulls Shigaraki in.
You're not going to get away that easily.
Nomu, keep him busy. The villains escape, only Nomu being left with Aizawa fighting him. Aizawa gets thrown back, being incredibly damaged with his leg and arm broken, bleeding from his head and having a couple of broken ribs. A portal opens under Nomu and he disappears, just as the heroes arrive.
There is no one here. Was the student pranking us? No, the students being outside with 13 protecting them confirms the story.
Snipe points at the center plaza.
Look, it's a Razor. He's hurt.
The teachers call the authorities, and in minutes, an ambulance arrives to rush Eraserhead to the hospital. A couple of minutes after that, the police arrive to take care of the situation, getting the statements from the students and evaluating if everyone is okay. Thank you all for watching the video to the end. Now, there are a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. On behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video as well as the editors for this video. Their details will be in the description. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're interested in becoming one of those, go to the Discord that is in the description of this video and hit up the head of one of those areas. We're always looking for members to join us. That's it from us for today's video. So thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and hit that like button if you liked the video. Until next time, peace out mortals, have an amazing day.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light